What's up, YouTube? The Golden State Warriors season is over. They did lose their play-in game, so I want to come on here and do a rebuild. The first thing I want to say about the Golden State Warriors, let's take a look at the roster here, guys. It is a very old roster. You can see right here, Steph Curry, 38 years old, Jimmy Butler, 36, Al Horford, 40 years old, Draymond Green, 36 years old. Like, all these guys do not have that much longer in the league. So we're going to try to get some youth here, but also remaining competitive because I still believe that Stephen Curry is, a top 10 player in this league. Jimmy Butler, we all know, when it comes to the playoffs, unfortunately, we didn't get to see him in the playoffs this year. He's a playoff riser. We all saw those insane playoff runs he went on in Miami. He's a playoff riser. He's solidified as one of the all-time playoff risers in NBA history. We have Kristaps Porzingis. We all know he battles a ton of injuries, but when he's on the court, guys, he really gives the Golden State Warriors a different dynamic on the court, whether that's post-ups, whether that's when he gets hot from three, he's super, super dangerous, a rim protector. Other than Draymond Green, they haven't really had that in a really long time, so Kristaps Porzingis definitely adds that different dynamic. You got Brandon Podziemski. Contrary to belief, I think Brandon Podziemski is actually a pretty solid NBA player. I think he's a solid defender, solid playmaker, solid shooter as well. But a lot of Warriors fans kind of hate him for some reason. I'm not one of those. I think Podziemski is actually a pretty solid NBA player. Guy Santos just got his contract extension. Shout out to him. Moses Moody obviously suffered a terrible, terrible injury. 2K is listing him as not injured right now, which is super weird. But he is injured. He's not going to play at all this season, so I'll go ahead and edit that. I'll add the injury up for Moses Moody because he's not going to be playing next season. We got Draymond Green. Draymond Green, obviously a Hall of Fame defender. Amazing player, Draymond Green. DeAnthony Melton. Al Horford, we'll see if he runs it back with us. It looks like he is going to run it back with us. Gary Payton II. Pat Spencer. This is a pretty solid roster, contrary to a lot of people's belief. If they're just healthy, I think this is a team that can compete for championships, honestly. But let's just jump straight into the draft lottery, guys, and see what kind of draft pick we can get, guys. I'm hoping for at least a top 5 pick. I'm fine with a top 10 pick. But we'll see how it ends up shaping out, guys. As you can see right now, we have a 2% chance at landing that number 1 pick. Not sure how it's going to go, but I'm super excited. So with the 14th pick, who does that go to? The Charlotte Hornets. Okay, we don't get the 14th pick. That's good. 13th, it looks like it's going to Miami. Yeah, it's going to Miami. Okay, we have a top 12 pick. I'll take it. Number 12 goes to Oklahoma City. Okay, thank goodness they didn't get a top 3 pick. Oh, it looks like we have the 11th pick. Hey, this is a pretty loaded draft, so the 11th pick is actually a pretty solid pick. I'll definitely, know who to pick in this situation. Hopefully we can get some luck. Hopefully the teams ahead of us draft poorly. The Clippers landed the top pick. That's from the Indiana Pacers. Wow, that is actually insane. I don't think that's how that pick actually works in real life, though. I think 2K got this wrong. I think if it lands in the top 4, it goes to the Indiana Pacers. But if it lands anywhere outside of the top 4, then it would go to the Clippers. I think... Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments, but I'm pretty sure this pick would go to the Pacers if it landed number 1. So 2K has it wrong there. Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and let's just get to the NBA draft. Why not, guys? NBA draft time. Let's see who goes number 1, assuming it's AJ Dybantsa to the Clippers. Cam Boozer goes number 1 to the Clippers. Okay, I actually like that pick. Cam Boozer. Okay, so Cam Boozer's off the board, of course. This is probably AJ Dybantsa here. Oh, they traded. What? The Pacers traded into the top 2. They traded Pascal Siakam and Aaron Nesmith. Why the heck would the Hawks do that? Okay, and the Pacers get their guy, Darren Peterson. What a backcourt that would be, Tyrese Halliburton and Darren Peterson. That would be extremely fun to watch. I'd be a big fan of that. AJ Dybantsa stays in Utah. He goes to the Utah Jazz. Okay, I like that one. Thinking of what we need, we could use Caleb Wilson goes to Washington Wizards. We could use a 2-guard, maybe like a Keaton Wagler, Braden Burries is what I'm thinking of. I don't think we need to take a center, maybe like a Jaden Quaintance. Karim Lopez, wow, out of Mexico, goes top 5 to the Brooklyn Nets. That's crazy. Could use a wing player as well, maybe like a Dylan Swain, who I like a lot. Darius Acuff Jr. goes to the Sacramento Kings. He's off the board. I wasn't going to draft Darius Acuff. I think he's a true one. Obviously, we have Steph still. Dang it, Keaton Wagler was a guy I really wanted. He goes to Memphis. That sucks, man. Tunde Yosufu, I don't even think he's in this draft anymore. I'm pretty sure he went back to school or he entered the transfer portal. Okay, Jaren Jackson goes to Utah, and Utah gets the 9th pick. Okay. Nate Ament. So they got AJ Dybantsa and Nate Ament, 2 wing players. Okay. They just traded for Jaren Jackson, and now they just sent him back to, I think that was Memphis, right? Or where did Jaren Jackson go? Oh, Dallas. It was Dallas. These teams are trading picks like crazy. What is going on here? Bennett Sturts. Okay, let's see who's on the board for us. It's finally our pick, guys. Kingston Flemings. I think he's a true one. I think Michael Brown is literally the definition of a true one. Yaxel Lindenborg wouldn't be bad at all. I think Yaxel Lindenborg actually fits this team pretty well. Haynes Steinbach, solid rebounder. Don't know about the defense, though. Braden Burries, I think, would be super good next to Steph. But Brandon Pajemski, you have him as well. Maybe he can move to the bench. This is a team that's trying to win. Yaxel Lindenborg, although he's on the older side, I mean, I think this actually is a fit here, guys. You got Steph Curry, probably has about 2-3 more elite years in him. Obviously, you got Draymond Green still. I think we're going to continue the UNC status of this team. We're going to take Yaxel Lindenborg actually with this 11th pick. I think this is tremendous value. You're talking about a guy who already has that championship experience at Michigan. We're going Yaxel Lindenborg. I think I like this, honestly. Do we have another pick here? Let's see. I'm not sure if we have another pick. Okay, we have the 56th pick or something like that. And these guys, Terrace Reed from UConn. We'll just get a guy like Terrace Reed. Why not? He has that, March Madness experience. And yeah, that's going to simulate the end of this draft, guys. And I think I like this. I think I like how it's shaped out. Definitely thought about Braden Burries, but Brandon Pajemski, like I said, I think he's a pretty solid player. All right, guys, heading into year one of the rebuild, here's what the roster is looking like. Obviously, we have Steph Curry, still Jimmy Butler, Kristaps Podziemski, Guy Santos. We did sign Robert Williams, who I'm very excited about in free agency. Moses Moody, I forgot. I still need to make sure he's out with the season-ending injury, trying to make this as realistic as possible. Al Horford, we were able to convince him to not retire. We have Will Richard. Yaxel Lindenborg, I'm going to try to get him a lot of run. I'm not trying to give him, that Jonathan Kuminga treatment where Steve Kerr doesn't play him at all. We're not going to do that. Still have Draymond Green, but he has regressed, guys, to a 75 overall, so we're going to see how that plays out. Hopefully, Yaxel Lindenborg. If Draymond Green is really declining super bad, maybe Yaxel Lindenborg can maybe take over like that Draymond Green role. That's what I'm hoping for. We did draft Terrace Reed, of course, who's only a 69 overall, but it's all right. Maybe we can progress him to be something. But not sure how much he's going to play in year one just because, obviously, Porzingis and that Robert Williams signing. I'm really trying to compete for championships, guys. I'm trying to maximize the window we still have with 38-year-old Steph Curry, who's still a 94 overall, hoping he doesn't regress too much. And then I did just edit Moses Moody's card to make sure he is out for the season. Like I said, obviously trying to make this as realistic as possible. So Moses Moody is out for the year, guys. And let's go ahead and do the minutes for this team. And let's see what the starting lineup is going to be. Podziemski, I think, is going to go ahead and be our sixth man. Actually, maybe not. The spacing I'm a little worried about with Lindenborg, Butler, and Draymond Green. Lindenborg is a good shooter, but... Okay, we're going to start it off. Lindenborg, ooh, man. I can't decide how I want this lineup to be. We're going to run it like this for now. Curry, Podziemski, Butler, Green, and Porzingis. Lindenborg off the bench. Of course, Al Horford's still going to get some run. With Moses Moody out, I kind of do want to trade for maybe another guard because the guard play off the bench isn't looking too well. Will Richard, I don't know if I trust Will Richard to be like that lead guard off the bench. So actually, guys, we're going to go ahead and look at, before we do this, before we do the minutes, we're going to go ahead and see if we can pull off a trade for maybe like a backup point guard because I don't know. I just don't really trust Will Richard to be that lead point guard off the bench, guys. I really just don't. What if we can get like a Jordan Poole back on the team? Okay, we can't get any trades. There's no trade offers currently for Jordan Poole. I guess we can't do that. He is kind of on a ridiculous contract as well. Maybe like a cheap guard. Would the Celtics maybe move off of like a Peyton Pritchard? I highly doubt that. Maybe like a Davion Mitchell. Oh, they want a lot. They want Lindenborg. Okay, that's not happening. All right, we're just going to go ahead and run it with this team, I guess, guys. Yeah, so here's what we're going to do for the minutes. Lindenborg is going to be the sixth man. Robert Williams goes seventh. Guy Santos, definitely want him to get some run. I want to maximize his development. So I definitely want to give him kind of like 24 off the bench. Still want my starters to progress. I don't want Draymond Green to regress. But it wouldn't be the worst thing, I guess, because we still have because we did draft Lindenborg. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing, but I still want Draymond Green to have a solid year as we are trying to compete for a championship. I'm ready to win now, so that's how the minutes are going to look. Let's go ahead and submit to December 1st. We're going to go ahead and submit to December 1st and see how the team's looking. Let's just disable the computer trades for now. So far, so good. 6-3 right now. 8-3. Like, we're pretty solid right now. We're actually first in the conference. Okay, it looks like it's fluctuating. But so far, so good. It's looking like we're a playoff team as of right now. Okay, 14-9. We did go on a bit of a losing streak. Not a losing streak, but a stretch of losses there. We're going to go ahead and sim to the All-Star break and see how we're looking so far. See if we got to make any moves before the trade deadline. Tatum is the NBA Cup MVP. Okay. We're currently 7th in the conference. This is not looking too well. I'm thinking maybe someone got hurt. This is not looking too good. This is not looking too good at all, guys. I don't want to be a play-in team again. Please don't make us a play-in team. We're going on a stretch of losses. This is bad. 30-20 at the moment. Not the worst. It definitely... Okay, we jumped up to 4th in the conference. This is really good. We're catching heat before the All-Star break. All right, it's trade deadline. We're sitting at 3rd right now at 33-20. Okay, I don't know if we absolutely need to make a move. Brandon Podziemski did get hurt, though, with a elbow injury. Ooh. And Draymond Green got injured. Ooh, that's crucial. I didn't see Draymond Green's injury. How long is he going to be out? Draymond Green's out 4 to 6 weeks with an ankle sprain. Podziemski's out 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, we definitely need to make up for those losses. Let's see who's playing good right now. Okay, it looks like Will Richards actually surprising me, and he's playing super, super good right now. Yaxel Lendeborg, okay, he's in the starting lineup now. Robert Williams giving us some solid minutes as well. I feel like we need some scoring juice, though. I don't want to be one of those teams that doesn't make any moves at the trade deadline, and then we're just sitting there regretting it when we get out in the first round of the playoffs. So I definitely don't want a situation like that to happen. I want a guard. I'm going to see about Jordan Poole again. Really would like a reunion with Jordan Poole. Okay, they want for Jordan Poole and Herb Jones, for Jimmy Butler, a first-round pick, and Terrence Reed. That is absurd. Absurd talk right there. Topic, Richard. I don't want to give up Robert Williams, though. I really like him. The Thunder drafted LeBaron Philon. Okay. They have a loaded guard rotation. I would love to steal one of these guards from OKC, but I just cannot give up Robert Williams. He's too important to the team. Marcus Sasser. Okay, this actually might not be bad. Marcus Sasser, a really solid shooter in college. He's playing with Detroit. I don't think he's getting too much PT now that Detroit's winning. Marcus Sasser wouldn't be bad at all, guys. And we get a second rounder. I know this doesn't look like a huge deal, but we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't want to make absolutely no moves at the deadline. With Podge hurt, I'm really worried about that rotation, that guard rotation. Let's simulate the rest of the season. I mean, what else can we do? It's not like we can make any more moves once this is over with, once the deadline's over with. Okay, so we do have to sign a free agent because we're below, I guess, the minimum roster spots. Bruce Brown, okay, he's a champion. I mean, we just really got to fill up this roster spot. They don't have to play. We give Bruce Brown the minimum, okay, and he accepts. I guess just added depth if we need him. Obviously, like I said earlier, he's a champion. He knows how to win, so... 7-24, this is actually going a lot better than I thought. We're sitting at 4th in the conference. I'm assuming it's the Spurs and Oklahoma City ahead of us, and then probably the Rockets or Minnesota. I know 2K really, really loves Minnesota on this game. Okay, we jumped down to 6th. What is going on? Maybe we have an injury? Okay, we're starting to win now. We just go on these stretches where we go on really, really bad losing streaks, and then we finally start winning again. Hopefully we can close out this season. We need to win these last couple of games. Okay, we ended the season 4th in the conference, it looks like. Victor Wembanyama is your most valuable player, averaging 28, 12, and 5, 3 blocks per game. Look at those shooting splits as well. Wow. Darren Peterson is your Rookie of the Year with the LA Clippers. Anthony Simons is your 6th man of the year for the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, I actually like that. I like that role for him. Victor Wembanyama, of course, Defensive Player of the Year. Zachary Reese-Shea. Oh, that's good to see, actually. Most Improved Player of the Year. Clutch Player of the Year, of course, Luka Doncic there. Whoa, look at those shooting splits. J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach of the Year. The Pistons win 62 games. Wow. All right, and those are your award winners. Let's see if any of our guys made All-NBA teams. None of us. Darren Peterson made All-NBA first team in his first year. That is ridiculous. Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, John Morant, Chet Holmgren, Jamal Murray, second team. Okay, none of our guys made an All-NBA team. Really surprised to not see Steph on here. Very interesting. All defensive team. Hopefully we can get Draymond Green on here. Actually, no, he got injured. Okay, none of our guys made any teams. Did Yaxel? Okay, Yaxel Lindenborg made all rookie second team. That's about the only guy to make, I guess, a team or whatever you want to call it. All right. Who are we facing up against? Okay, we're facing up against Cooper Flag and the Dallas Mavericks in the first round. Let's go ahead and simulate game one and see how it goes. Okay, we do take game one. Let's go ahead and look at that box score. Stephen Curry, of course, playoff Steph. 37 points with 6 assists. 7 threes, 7 for 13 from 3. Wow. Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy. 29, 5 and 5. Porzingis with 19 and 8. Marcus Sasser, look at that pickup. In only 16 minutes, he drops 11 points, drops 3 threes for us. Looking solid. Yaxel Lindenborg with the DMP. I do not like that, though. Definitely want to get him some run. What is going on? I do not want Guy Santos to be playing over Yaxel. I don't know what it did to my minutes, but Guy Santos. I think Guy Santos should get no minutes, though, because it looks like he's actually playing pretty well. All right, let's go ahead and simulate game two, see how it goes. Okay, they take game two. Dallas takes game two. And Jimmy Butler, okay. Steph Curry, 0 for 6 from 3. Lindenborg, okay, he actually played pretty solid in those minutes. 12 minutes and he went 1 for 5. Okay, they take game two. Hopefully we can take game three. Okay, they take game three. We're down 2-1. Maybe that substitution wasn't so well. Marcus Sasser is really playing good. That was a really good trade deadline pickup. He did go 2 for 9 from 3, though. Podziemski, Butler didn't take that many shots for whatever reason. Al Horford, maybe we need Al Horford's playoff experience. Not sure what's going on here, guys. Maybe we need to run a shorter rotation. We're kind of running a lot of guys here. Maybe we need some vet experience here. Al Horford should not be getting 0 minutes because I definitely don't want him to retire. All right, we're going to give Al some more minutes. Cut Guy and Yaxel a little bit. Okay, we take game two. That adjustment definitely worked, running a tighter rotation. Steph Curry with 38 points, 12 for 24. Porzingis struggled from the field. Podziemski with 9. Butler, for some reason, Butler is not taking too many shots. Super weird there. Marcus Sasser again. Robert Williams with 13 boards. Huge. All right, simulating game. Oh, wow, we took game 5. What is it? Game 5. Yeah, we took game 5. We're up 3-2. Hopefully we can close this out in 6. Minnesota already moved on. Whooping Houston. Houston is always a first-round exit. Let's simulate game 6. Can we close it out? And we do close it out. We go on to play Wemby and the Spurs, the number 1 seed. Hey, but I'm super happy to get out of this first round versus the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously a young and up-and-coming team in the Dallas Mavericks with Cooper Flag, but still happy to handle that series, that 4-5 matchup. Let's go ahead and simulate game 1. Oh, we actually do have to simulate the rest of this round. Okay, yeah. All right, so these are the teams left. Wow, this is a hell of a Final 8 or Elite 8, whatever. These are like the best 8 teams in the league, in my opinion here. All right, Golden State, San Antonio. Let's simulate game 1. San Antonio takes game 1. I'm assuming Wemby goes bonkers. Yes, he does. 26 points, 18 rebounds. The Spurs are going to be a problem for a long time, guys. Marcus Sasser was actually our leading scorer. Proven again to be such a great pickup for us at the trade deadline. Curry really struggled. I'm assuming Steph Castle was guarding him, going 4 for 17. Needs to bounce back. Needs to bounce back for game 2. We take game 2. Let's go. Did not mean to do that. We take game 2. Let's go. Let's check out the box score. Wemby, of course, going to be a problem there. Porzingis cooks Wemby, 28, 5 and 5. Curry has a great game. Okay, we have 3 players that scored above 20 in this game. In Porzingis, Steph, and Jimmy Butler. Hey, solid. And Podziemski had 18, 7 and 5. That's a beautiful overall game for us. Simulating game 3. Hopefully we can take it. It's now in Golden State. We do take game 3. Okay, we take game 3, guys. Hey, I'll take it. Steph Curry with 43 points, going bonkers, taking 29 shots, but 43 points. Solid play from Steph, proving why he's an all-time great. Top 10 player all-time, and Steph Curry. We take game 3. We're up 2-1 on the number 1 seed San Antonio Spurs. Hopefully we can steal game 4 as well. Okay, we're tied up 2-2, going back to San Antonio. Marcus Sasser again, 27 points, our leading scorer, 10 for 12 from the field, 7 for 8 from 3. Steph Curry has another amazing game. Victor Wembanyama is always going to be a problem, but as long as the others, we can contain the others, and Harper, Steph, Castle, and De'Aaron Fox, we're solid. Let's see if we can go ahead and take game 5. This is a crucial game 5. I think whoever wins this game goes on to win the series. We took Game 5, hopefully we can close out the series. Oh, let's check out that box score. Keldon Johnson was their leading scorer. Steph, again, 44 points, going absolutely crazy. He's going off. He's probably averaging 35 plus in this series right now. He's going insane. Porzingis with 26. Guy Santos with 20 there. This is beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. All right, let's see if we can close out this series versus San Antonio, the #1 seed. And we do. We're on to the Western Conference Finals in year 1 of this rebuild. We took out the #1 seed, guys, but Minnesota, for whatever reason, is super good. But Steph Curry, like I said, I think he averaged over 35 in this series easily. Porzingis, 30 points. How much did Wemby have? Okay, Porzingis made Wemby go 5 for 16. Okay, Porzingis might be the MVP. Guy Santos, 19 points. Brandon Podziemski, 14. Solid game. Now we go on. Let's go ahead and see who wins this Game 7. From Boston and Cleveland. Let's see. Cleveland takes it. Cleveland wins it, so we got a conference finals of the Wolves, Warriors, and then Detroit and Cleveland. Okay, this would be super solid. But Minnesota, for whatever reason, anytime I do these sims, they're really, really good. So we'll see if we can beat them there. I know 2K loves Minnesota. Minnesota takes game 1. Anthony Edwards, 51 points. What the heck? 51 points on 19 for 25 shooting. Oh my goodness, that has to be one of the best game 1s of all time. Steph Curry with 28, he did his thing. We had 3 20-point scorers on the team again. We just could not outscore Ant Edwards. That was all Ant Edwards in that game 1. They take game 2. We're down 2-0. Not looking too good here. Anthony Edwards, another good game. Steph Curry with 36, but we cannot pull away with the win. Let's see what's going on here. It might be a size difference here. Maybe we need to run a little bit of a bigger lineup. Okay, Al Horford getting DNPs is dumb. Why is he getting DNPs? Changing my minutes for whatever reason. Keeps changing the minutes. Do not like that at all. Robert Williams needs to play a lot more. Yaxel Lindeborg actually got injured. That's not good. Hopefully it's not a serious injury that's going to linger over to the next season. All right, let's see if those adjustments can go ahead and fix this. Okay, we do take game 3. At least we're not getting swept. Brandon Podziemski with 22 points. He was our leading scorer. Steph really struggled, but we still won with Steph struggling. See who can take game 4. If we can take game 4, we're back in the series. Down 3-1. We're going to have to make a 3-1 comeback. Don't know how likely it is, but we'll see how it goes. Steph, another struggle. Anthony Edwards is just going crazy on us in this series, man. It's really just all Ant Edwards. Another 50-point performance. Okay, we take game 5. 3-2 is the series. Steph with 28. See, when we contain Anthony Edwards, we actually win. Butler with 26. Let's see if we can take game 5. Okay, we're eliminated. Year 1 officially ends with a Western Conference Finals berth. I consider that a success for the year 1 of the rebuild, but gotta go ahead and win it one of these years. Hopefully next year will be the year who ends up winning this finals. Minnesota wins it. I'm telling you, 2K loves Minnesota and Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards averaged basically 36 points in an NBA Finals. All right, moving on to the next year. Let's see if we can prevent Steph Curry from retiring. We're going to go ahead and override Al Horford. We cannot override Al Horford. He retires. LeBron, we're not going to allow you to retire. Paul George. Alex Caruso, why are you trying to retire, buddy? Damian Lillard, too early. Brad Beal, Vucevic, you're not even that old. Half these guys don't even need to be retiring. But we do lose Al Horford. That's unfortunate, but it happens. Draft lottery. We don't even have a lottery pick. Like we have 24th pick. I mean, hopefully we can still get something good in the draft. Maybe someone will offer us a trade for that 24th pick, actually. It's looking like we're not going to get any trade offers. So we're going to have to stick here and make the pick. Andrei Stojakovic, be bad. Dylan Mingo. DJ Wagner, he's a bit on the older side. Patrick Nungba, who's actually supposed to be in this year's draft, but he's actually going back to Duke, wouldn't be bad at all. Stojakovic, wing player here, 6'7", bad at all. I'm thinking Stojakovic. We're gonna go Stojakovic. We're going Stojakovic, and then let's just go ahead and sim the rest of this draft. See who we can target in free agency. Guys, look what we just pulled off in free agency. I just brought back Kevin Durant to the Warriors, and we re-signed Steph Curry. We almost lost him there in free agency. Boy, oh boy, am I excited for this one. Let's see what other free agents we can get. Not sure how much money we have left. Draymond Green, we still do need to re-sign. Hopefully we can get him there. Cam Johnson would be super solid. If we can get Cam Johnson on the minimum, that would be insane work. We were able to re-sign Draymond Green as well. And we signed Moussa Diabate. The roster is actually looking pretty solid here. Moses Moody's still not back yet from that injury. But so far, I think the roster is looking pretty solid. We did lose Brandon Podziemski, though, I believe. We did lose Brandon Podziemski, of course, because we did obviously make that move for Kevin Durant, so we didn't have the money to re-sign Brandon Pajemski. But we're really trying to get some of these guys on like the minimum here. A lot of these guys are not requiring too much money, so we're throwing some offers at them. Actually, we can. Yeah, we don't have enough room to re-sign Brandon Pajemski, unfortunately, but Cason Wallace would be solid. Try to bring back Klay Thompson as well. If we can pull off a deal for Klay Thompson, I think Klay Thompson just signed with us. We're bringing back the old school Warriors, guys. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. We signed Jordan Poole in free agency. We re-signed Draymond Green, and we brought back Klay Thompson. This is going to be a fun one. This year 2 of this rebuild. We also signed Cam Johnson in free agency. We're having a hell of a free agency. Obviously, I mentioned Moussa Diabate as well earlier, but hey guys, let's just go ahead and advance to this next season. Super excited about this one. We went with this all-in move. Brandon Pajemski, we could not re-sign, of course, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to lose Brandon Pajemski for Kevin Durant, Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Moussa Diabate, and Cam Johnson. That's just my opinion. With the season Brandon Pajemski had, he was asking for a ton of money. I think he was actually one of like the top free agents. We lost Brandon Pajemski. We lost Kristaps Porzingis, I think, as well. I believe we lost Porzingis. Did we get Porzingis back? I don't believe we were able to retain Porzingis. Oh, we did retain Porzingis. Oh my goodness. This roster is stacked. I'm very excited about this one. We cooked. That's all I gotta say. We cooked. We also signed Lonzo Ball for the minimum. That was more of like a fun one there. Klay Thompson still deserved to start, is the question. Nostalgic purposes, I kind of just want to try him out as a starter. I know Jordan Poole should definitely be the starter. I want Jordan Poole as a 6-man. Poole. We cannot forget about Lindeborg, though. Definitely want to prioritize Lindeborg's development here. Guy Santos kind of seems like the odd man out here. I'm going to limit his minutes. Stojakovic, not sure how much I want to play him this year. I really signed Diabate to be like a kind of like a depth piece, to be honest with you. But he definitely deserves some run because he's definitely good enough. Okay, maybe Klay Thompson doesn't really deserve to start. I don't know. I think Jordan Poole is better as a 6-man, though. That's how we're going to do the minutes here. Diabate. All right, I think that's solid there. That's how we're going to go ahead and do it. We're going to just go ahead and sim straight to the All-Star break. And then, of course, probably going to run into some injuries, but that's okay. That happens. Oh, wow. We're actually starting the season off pretty bad. 5-5. What's going on here? Wasn't expecting to start off this bad. Okay, maybe that Klay... We're 9-9. That's not what I was hoping for at all. We're 9-9. Okay, maybe that Klay Thompson start is kind of dumb. Jordan Poole. All right, Klay Thompson, buddy. Dunk. You're officially washed. Lindeborg's getting hot. Maybe assembling the unks was not a smart idea, but we're gonna go down with the ship. If it doesn't work this year, then we go ahead and figure it out from there. But oh boy, this is not going how I expected whatsoever. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. If this is not what I'm expecting it to go, we might have to move off Steph. I do not want to move off Steph. I don't even want Ausar Thompson. Okay, NBA Cup MVP, averaging 10 points. If this doesn't go how I expect, of course, we're going to have to maximize off the value of Steph, Durant, Porzingis, all these guys. But I'm hoping to go all in still. We're going to see. We're sitting at a play-in spot right now. That's not good at all. So if I feel like I have no shot at winning the title, which is kind of looking, I might have to move off of, some of the older guys because they're getting ready to retire, of course. Wow. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. 23-25 is crazy. What is going on here? Lindeborg got injured. Draymond Green is washed. Like, I'm talking washed. Draymond Green and Klay Thompson are cooked. Okay, we can trade Klay Thompson, Lonzo Ball for a Colin Gillespie. Would it be bad? Jackson Hayes. Sasser, who is actually solid for us, and he's on a cheap deal. I mean, so are these guys. We're going to go ahead and do this for Colin Gillespie. We got to move off Klay. He's not offering us anything. It feels weird moving off Draymond Green, but he's not doing it for us anymore. Looking at the stats, Steph is still pretty much elite, averaging 25. Durant, of course, averaging nearly 22. They're both still elite. Porzingis averaging 14. Draymond Green, man, he's averaging 3, 3, and 3. Still averaging almost 2 steals per game. Jaxel Lindeborg is not progressing how I thought, man. He's getting injured a lot, which is a problem. Maybe we need to move off of Guy Santos. Guy Santos definitely has some value here. I mean, Stojakovic just doesn't really fit. I'm not sure what the timeline of the team is because don't have that much longer. I'm going to try to go ahead and capitalize off the value here, though. Dillon Brooks and Marcus Sasser. This could be a win-now move here. We already saw how Marcus Sasser was for us. We're going to go ahead and do this here, this Dillon Brooks deal. This is what the new look team is looking like. I think the team got better. Cam Johnson seems to be on fire. Maybe we should start him. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that starting lineup at all. With Robert Williams and Porzingis in at the same time, not a fan of that at all. Colin Gillespie is our new sixth man. I think he's going to be solid in that role. Dylan Brooks. Should Dylan Brooks actually start over Cam? Maybe Dylan Brooks should start at the 2, actually. We're going to do that. Jordan Poole and Gillespie come off the bench. All right, let's go ahead and see if these deals fix what's going on here, because this is really, really bad. We've got 2 W's in a row. Today is the trade deadline, 26 and 27. Look at Yaxel Lindebor. He's now a 66 overall because of all of these injuries. Hyperextended right shoulder now. He's out 2 to 4 weeks. Jordan Poole's injured again. This season could just not go right for us. Moses Moody's back, which is good. I want to get some minutes for him, but I don't think he should. I don't know about him getting minutes over Cam. I prefer Cam over Moody. We're going to go ahead and sim this disastrous season. Hopefully we can start getting some W's here. It's looking like a play-in berth. Now, we might not even make the playoffs. It's looking like a play-in team. All right, starting to win. Okay, we got 4 wins in a row. Hopefully we can build off this. Please do not go on a losing streak. Please do not go on a losing streak. Please, please, please do not go on a losing streak. We're a play-in team, aren't we? We are a play-in team. From the Western Conference Finals to a play-in team. This Warriors team they just cannot avoid the play-in, guys. Wembanyama wins another MVP. Cam Williams is your Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, Sixth Man of the Year. Victor Wembanyama, Defensive Player of the Year. Caleb Wilson, Most Improved Player in Year 2. Okay, I like those. Devin Booker, Clutch Player of the Year. Whoa, averaging 32. Mitch Johnson, Coach of the Year. See if any of our guys made the All-NBA second team. Darren Peterson and Cooper Flagg making All-NBA second team. None of our guys made the All-NBA team. All right, Steph might be washed. None of our guys made the All-NBA second team either. All right, guys, I think it's time to blow it up. Unfortunately, I think the Warriors had like a 2-year window to win this. I tried to go all in. Didn't work out for us. And yeah. Whoa. I accidentally simmed the playoffs there. But somehow we're giving the Warriors a fight, which is super weird. Super weird how an 8 seed is winning 2 games. But we lost. We lost to Golden State. We lost to the Spurs in 6 games. Unfortunate. But I didn't really expect to win that series anyways. Let's just go ahead and sim the rest of this playoffs and get to the year 3 of the rebuild. It's time to blow it up. Did the Bulls? The Bulls are in the finals somehow. Wow. Super weird. And they got swept. Who the hell is on the Bulls roster to the point where they're making the NBA Finals? Rob Dillingham is leading an NBA Finals team. This might be the fakest I've ever seen. What the heck? I don't know. I just don't think we're too old to compete with these guys. So it's time to blow it up. It's time to finally rebuild. It's time to rebuild, guys. It's time. Their retirements. We cannot have these guys. We need to trade them before their last year. Steph Curry, you cannot retire. LeBron is retiring. This is LeBron's final year. Can we make DeMar? Damian Lillard is also retiring, and Paul George. I try to go all in with Steph because I want Steph to win another ring. But the reality might just be, guys, I don't think they're good enough to win it. I really don't. Oliver Rocks. Isn't this 7-7 guy? I'm going to take him. He might be OP on 2K. I'm taking Oliver Rocks from the Florida guy. Yeah, he's from Florida. He might be cracked on 2K because 2K loves height. Maybe we just got the steal of the draft with the 15th pick. All right, we're going to definitely prioritize his development. It's time to officially rebuild. I tried. I know a lot of you guys were going to be mad if I just traded Steph in that first year. I had hope we're going to go ahead and win with him. I tried. I went all in with Kevin Durant. Really thought that could have been the win now move. But hey, whatever team Kevin Durant goes to, they seemingly get worse. And we went from the Western Conference Finals to the 8 seed, and we got out in the first round. So 2K is low-key realistic for that. Lendabor, we cannot lose you. Please, we cannot lose you. You were my top draft pick. I didn't prioritize your development. We're going to prioritize the hell out of your development now. Let's try to get some young talent on this team. Maybe if we can get like a Matas, Scoot Henderson, Anthony Black, Max Christie wouldn't be bad. All right, guys, we did re-sign Steph and Durant just to see if we can actually trade them. We weren't able to get any of the free agents. So we can't even trade him until December 17th. Oh boy, we're going to have to ride it out. Essentially, we might be punting a season low-key. We're going to just see how this plays out, though. Going over the minutes, Lindeborg is finally in the starting lineup. I'm going to play this Oliver Rux guy because he might be a glitch. He might be insane. He actually, low-key, might be insane on this game. So Oliver Rux, we're going to prioritize his development. 7'7". If you guys have seen him, look up Look him up. He's actually a real player on Florida. If you don't know who he is, insane. He's not. He's not actually good to be honest, but on 2K he might actually be pretty crazy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and sim to December 18th, so then we can trade the unks on the team. Hopefully we can be at least decent. And we're terrible again. We are terrible. Unfortunately, we are terrible again. 5-8, 6-8. This is another play-in berth, isn't it? We'd be lucky to make the play-in. We just lost to the Kings. All right, dude. When you're losing to the Kings, you know the rebuild's going bad, man. You know it's going bad. Okay, we're 11-19. This season is going 11-20. Great. All right, guys. Sad day, but it's time to move off from Kevin Durant and unfortunately Steph Curry. In their last years, I don't know if we're gonna get anything of value for them, but hopefully we can maybe just get some young talent for a team that's trying to go all in. Miles Turner, Ryan Rollins. Ryan Rollins is only 26. They're actually getting back a lot more than I thought. Asar Thompson. The Bulls just made the finals, so this actually makes sense for them to want to go all in. Asar Thompson is probably going to be the best thing we can get. Jaren Jackson. We attach a first there. Don't like it. Don't really like it. I mean, Asar Thompson is just like a young talent. LeBaron Philon. I don't want Butler, though. Sengun and Tari Eason. Sengun and Tari Eason is enticing, but no. Yeah, I think that Asar Thompson deal. All right, Kevin Durant's off the books. Now it's unfortunately time to get Stephen Curry off the books. Asar Thompson's only 25 years old as well. I think he would be in like year 5 or 6. Steph Curry, unfortunately, it sucks to see you go. It has to happen. Dynasties don't last forever. It's time to move off. I mean, Jaren Jackson, I don't like his contract, but he's only on a 1-year deal. We get a second round pick out of it. Steph Curry, but we attach a first. Here we get Derek White and first. I mean, you get Desmond Bain and I understand these deals are like decent, but get De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is still only 30. Doesn't really fit the timeline of the team though. Jared Allen only 30. Jaren Jackson still only 29. Like I said, don't like his contract though. Grady Dick and Kevin Porter Jr. Don't like that we attach a first though, so I'm not gonna do it. Bay, Herbert Jones. I mean, Sengun's only 26. Tari Eason's 27. I'm going to go ahead and do this. We get off Porzingis as well. Porzingis is getting on the older side. Here's what the team's looking like now. We got Alperen Sengun, Asar Thompson. I mean, obviously, we don't have like a true one. I don't even really like Sengun, to be honest, as like a number one. I don't even know if I like him as a number 2. I think he's actually more of like a number 3 on a championship winning team, to be quite honest with you. Dylan Brooks is now 32. Let's try to get a little younger here. Anybody like over the age of 30? Let's maybe move off of. You can get Bryce Sensabaugh. I don't like that. I really, really like Bryce Sensabaugh, but attaching a first is crazy. Tristan Da Silva and DeMar. Here we get Aaron Nesmith and a first. Nesmith's 29. I mean, these deals are not bad. Austin Reeves, why is he a 76 overall at 30 years of age? That's actually crazy. I think the best deal here is just getting that Aaron Nesmith and getting that first round pick from Indiana. We're going to do that. I mean, overall, the team is not that bad right now. Obviously, this is not a championship team, though. Like, I'm pretty sure all of you guys know that. All right. Let's just prioritize the young talent here. All right. This is crazy. Actually, why did we get Sengun? We're going to play Sengun at the... Ooh. We're kind of low. We have a loaded front court. I really want to prioritize Rux's... I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but I want to prioritize Rux's development. Ben Simmons, I don't even know why you're on the team, to be honest with you. The guard play on this team is actually pathetic, though. Marcus Sasser, the 6th man. Oliver Rux is getting 26 minutes a game. Tari Eason there. All right, we're just going to go ahead and simulate the rest of this season. See how it plays out. Not really expecting to win anything. We're actually going on a win streak, though. We're on a 4-game win streak right now. Surprise. 5-game win streak. Okay, we stacked some wins. Honestly, I kind of don't want to make the playoffs. I want to get a top pick. If we can get a top pick this year, that'd be pretty good. And then maybe there's no point in really making the play-in, to be quite honest with you. It's not like we're going to win anything. I mean, we're sitting at 21-27. That should not be a play-in berth at all. This season is kind of being like punted because this is a season we're finally moving off of Durant, Steph Curry, all the legends pretty much. And then this is year 3 of the rebuild. Year 4 of the rebuild, we're going to try to actually win. If we get a top pick, I'm actually probably going to trade it, to be honest with you. I'm going to see what a top pick can get us. We're now winning, though, so we're actually the 8th seed. Unfortunately, I do not want to make the playoffs. It's looking like we're going to make the playoffs, though, for no apparent reason. We're stacking up some wins, which is pretty weird. Is Alperen Sengun actually that guy? Sengun might be that guy. Let's see what's going on here. Because we're now 35 and 35. We're 500. Okay, Sengun is balling. Let's see what kind of stats he's putting up. Sengun's averaging 22, 8, and 5. Asar is playing well. Lindeborg. Okay, Lindeborg's starting to step up as well. Marcus Sasser. How's Oliver Rucks doing? Did he get injured or something? He's only getting 12 minutes a night. Why the heck is Ben Simmons getting minutes over him? I don't even want Diabate to be getting minutes over Rucks, dude. Like, I want to prioritize Rucks. Lindeborg's not getting enough minutes, I think. Lindeborg goes up to 30. All right. Let's go ahead and sim this regular season. We're 6th in the conference with a negative record. The Western Conference is weak this year. What the heck? That's actually insane. We ended the season strong. Wemby wins 3 MVPs in a row. What the heck? CJ Rosser, Rookie of the Year. Braden Burry, 6th man of the year with the Bucks. Wemby with the DPOY. He's dominating. Koa Pate. Spurs have Koa Pate as well. This is insane. Jalen Brunson, Clutch Player of the Year. Mitch Johnson. Did any of our guys make an All-NBA team? It's looking like... Oh, Sengun made All-NBA third team. Okay, we finally have an All-NBA teamer. Did anyone... Oh, no, I thought Asar Thompson. It's Amen Thompson. What the heck? Look at this name over here. Abraham Joom Maker Bowl. Nice. Nice name. All right, so we're actually the 6th seed. Weird. So we make the playoffs in a season where I'm not even expecting to make the playoffs. We started off that season so bad. Somehow, some way, we were able to make the playoffs. We're playing New Orleans. Who do they have on the squad? Cameron Williams. Okay, Derek Queen, Mikal Bridges, Miles Bridges, DeJounte Murray, Jeremiah Fears. They have a solid team. Sengun, nearly a triple-double in game 1. Lindeborg, I like those, 23 and 3. Let's take this game 2. We take game 2. Are we going to win a playoff series when I'm not even trying to win? And we couldn't even win. Didn't we get swept last year? Oh, no. We lost in 6 to the Spurs, the number 1 seed Spurs. We got the 8th seed last season when I was actually trying to win. We somehow got the 6th seed when I'm not even trying to win. I basically almost punted this season, but somehow we're winning. Are we going to win a first-round series? Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. And New Orleans takes game 3. Sengun having another solid game. Asar Thompson as well. Jeremiah Fears goes crazy for them. Let's see who takes game 4. We take game 4. We're up 3-1. We cannot have a Warriors 3-1 choke again. Sengun with 42 in game 4. Okay, we lose game 5. See if we can take game 6 here. We take game 6. We win a playoff series. This is actually absurd that we just won a playoff series. I was not expecting to win a playoff series this year at all. This is super weird. We take game 1. What the heck? Okay, they have Siakam and Cooper Flag, Dyson Daniels, Kingston Fleming, Kyrie. This is a really good team. Maxime Reynaud as well. That's a really good team. Max Christie is actually our leading scorer. Okay, I like those. Okay, we're tied 1-1 with the number 2 seed, Dallas Mavericks. This is going to be a tough series. They have a really good team. We take game 3, though. Lindeborg leads the team in scoring. He was 9 for 26, though. Dang, he took 26 shots. Let's see who takes game 4. We take game 4. We're actually up 3-1. Are we going to advance to the Western Conference Finals with this roster? I'm sorry. Maybe I doubted this team, but this roster does not look like an NBA Finals roster or a championship roster, a contender roster, whatever you want to call it. Sengun, first option hoops, is somehow might lead us to a Western Conference Finals. We're in the Western Conference Finals. We just beat the number 2 seed Dallas Mavericks in 5. What the heck? Alperen Sengun, first option hoops, is here, guys. He took the leap finally. What the heck? I know Rockets fans are like, what the hell? He's finally doing this, but it's with the Golden State Warriors. I know, sorry to any Rockets fans watching this video, but this is crazy. The Spurs take game 1. The Spurs are just a dynasty. Like, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat them. They're insane. We took game 2, though. Okay, we took a game versus the Spurs. There's a team that beat us last year. Wemby struggled, 5 for 16. Sengun 20, nearly a 21-point triple-double. We take game 3. What is going on? 2K Sims are so weird, guys. 2K Sims are actually so weird. All it took was for us to trade the unks. Weren't we like, we were 11 and 20 or 9 and 20, something like that, to be in the Western Conference Finals now. It's crazy. Okay, 2-2 series versus the Spurs. We haven't won yet. Maybe I'm getting too ahead of myself. But still crazy. It's a crazy outcome to this season. I was not expecting this. 25, 8, and 7. Alperen Sengun. Sasser with 17. See, any of the guys. Neesmith's getting DMPs, but that's fine. Oliver Rucks is actually the perfect player for Wemby. He might be the Wemby stopper. Dang it. They take game 5. Oh, we had a 2-1 series lead. Wemby didn't even play good either. Man, Wemby didn't even play good. Come on. Let's force a game 7. Let's force a game 7. Anything can happen. No, we are eliminated. We're eliminated in the Western Conference Finals. It's all right, though. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat the Spurs, guys. I genuinely just don't think This is a dynasty. Wemby's unfair. This is crazy. Wemby's having a GOAT type run right now. The Spurs win the NBA championship. This is insane. Hey, I consider this a successful season though, because hey, to start off that bad and to actually be winning now is kind of crazy. All right, guys, we're heading into year 4 of the rebuild. This is the final year. If we cannot pull off this championship, I mean, we're going to go all in. We're going to try. But if we can't win it this year, and we tried. The Warriors are just incapable of winning another NBA championship if we cannot win it this year. We're going to try our hardest, though. Can we trade this 19th pick? Maybe like a Tari Eason? I feel like Tari Eason's pretty solid, though. Maybe we can trade Musa. Can we trade this pick? Hugo Gonzalez? I don't really plan on making this draft pick. I want to trade this draft pick for someone. Can we get J-Dub? Dang it. Oh, no, we cannot do that. We get McCain and J-Dub. They counter offered us. I don't want to give up Asar, though. I'm sorry, I can't give up Asar. That's actually a pretty good deal, but I can't give up Asar. No way can I give up Asar. We got to trade this pick, though. I want to rob one of these Western Conference teams, maybe like scam them. I want to rob the Spurs so bad. The Spurs, we just cannot. Maybe Philly, they have a terrible front office. What exactly do we need, though? We could use a lead point guard. Yeah, I want a point guard. Maybe we can get like a Maxey. Maybe a Maxey. Scoot Henderson. Okay, we got Scoot Henderson. We traded our draft pick for Scoot Henderson. He's actually 86 overall in this game, so we're going to take that. We got a lead guard in Scoot. I know some of you may not think Scoot is good. I think he's pretty good, but here's what our roster is looking like before free agency. We got to re-sign a lot of our players here. Lindeborg is going to be my top guy to re-sign. Or let's go for like a Nathan Min. He's a young talent there. Konkaneppel as well. Throw the bag at Khan. I'd like to re-sign Tari Eason, actually. All right, guys. So we were able to actually sign Tyrese Maxey. That's a really good signing there. And we were able to actually retain Yaxel Lindeborg. We lost a lot of our role players, unfortunately, though. We're going to try to get them back here in free agency. Free agency is not over with. But the Maxey signing, I'll really take. Oliver Rux can actually be... Oh, no, he still can't be the starter yet. Actually, I'm thinking about putting Sengun at the power forward and maybe running something like that. For Bryant, maybe we can steal him from the Spurs. Noah Penda. All right, guys, it's the final year of the rebuild. Year 4 of the rebuild. If we don't win it this year, it's over. It's the end of the video if we don't win it this year. I always give myself 4 years to win a title. If I can't win, then it's a failed rebuild. But we were able to sign Tyrese Maxey. We still have Sengun. We traded for Scoot Henderson as well. Amen Thompson, like this is a pretty talented team. We signed Carter Bryant and we were able to retain Tari Eason in free agency. And we actually signed Noah Penda. If you don't know who this is, IRL, this is a player from France. He was drafted last year to the Orlando Magic. I actually like his potential a lot, so that's why I signed him. Javon Small as well and Jaden Hardy. This is a pretty good team, honestly. Yaxel Lindeborg still on the books. We were able to re-sign him as well. He's not progressing like I would want him to, but I'm still going to try to get him some minutes and try to progress him. But this is what the team is looking like so far, guys. I don't think Scoot was that good of a trade now that I was able to re-sign Maxey. Obviously, I didn't know at the time I was going to be able to re-sign Maxey, so that's why I did it. But here's what I'm going to do, guys. Oliver Rux, I'm thinking about starting at the center position and putting Sengun at the 4 because I really don't think Sengun is actually a 5. I think you need to pair him up with the dominant 5, a rim protector, which obviously 7'7" Oliver Rux is, or he should be at least. So that's what we're going to do there. Lindeborg, I'm still trying to... I don't know. Lindeborg is really kind of falling out of the rotation. We got a lot of wings that are kind of better than him. I don't know. We're still going to try to prioritize his development. He's not developing like Rux is. Look at Rux already. He's already a 79 overall. Lindeborg is in like year 3 and he's still only a 76. So he's not progressing like I wanted him to. That's how the team's looking so far. We're going to simulate to the All-Star break and see how it's going, guys. Hopefully we can be actually good this year. I want to have a good regular season. For 4-4, we're 500. Like I said, if it's not good, we're going to go all in at the trade deadline. So far, so good, though. Look at this. We went on a little bit of a win streak here. We're 15-5, 16-5, second in the conference. Okay, this is exactly what I was hoping for here. This is what I've been wanting this entire time. This is the type of season I wanted. Jason Tatum loves winning those NBA Cup MVPs. Wow. Shout out to my guy, Jason Tatum. But we're 21-8. This is solid. This is a solid start to the season. Hopefully it's not a reverse of what happened last year where we started off super hot and then we started off terrible and then we started doing really good. Hopefully it's not the opposite where we start off really good and then we just fall apart at the end of the year. But 30-11, we're first in the Western Conference. Okay, maybe we don't need to make any moves at the deadline. This is all I've been wanting this entire sim. we're ahead of the Spurs right now. So hopefully hopefully someone could take out the Spurs. Actually, no, I want to take out the Spurs. I want to get our get back. That's who we've been eliminated by the last 2 years. I want to get back on the San Antonio Spurs. The sim started going super slow, so I'm gonna reset it there. First in the conference, I don't think we need to make any moves. I'm gonna stay put. If it ain't broke, do not fix it. Saying there, we're not gonna make any moves. We're gonna continue to sim. 41 and 14 at the All-Star break. This is the year, guys. This is the year, I believe. First seed, we got home court advantage in the playoffs. That's a real thing. Or 58 and 23. We dropped our final 2 games. Wemby wins 4 MVPs in a row. What is going on? Bamba Toure wins Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey, 6-man. Wemby wins. That's 4 MVPs and DPOYs in a row. Wemby would be on GOAT status if he does this. Marcus Spears Jr., most improved player. John Morant with the Pacers, clutch player of the year. Okay. Steve Kerr still coaching. Did any of our guys make an all-NBA team? No, they did not. Interesting. Okay. None of them made an all-defensive team either. Okay, that's super interesting. To be the number 1 seed and not have an all-NBA player or an all-defensive player, that's kind of crazy. I'm really surprised Maxey didn't make it. We're the number 1 seed. We're playing OKC in the first round. Simulate the first game. We take game 1. Oh, did not mean to do that. We take game 1. Let's go ahead and look at this box score. Sengun and Maxey go crazy. What a duo. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander only with 12 points there. Not sure why OKC is the 8 seed. That's pretty weird. We're up 2-0 on OKC, though. Shai at 28. Okay, they take a game. Shai with 27. Maxey with 35. Sengun struggled from the field. That's why we lost there, it looks like. Okay, no. We cannot be the 1 seed and lose to the 8 seed. Come on now. I know it's OKC, but still, Shai is going crazy on us right now. All right, come on. We take game 5. We're up 3-2. What a game for Maxey. Come on, let's close out this series. No, we are not going to a game 7. We are not going to game 7 with the 8 seed. Come on, do not fail me, guys. Do not fail me. Okay, we won. We won in 7 against Oklahoma City. Let's see who performed in game 7. Maxey, what a game. Scoot Henderson, what a game. Chet Holmgren went crazy on us. Oh, they have Zion as well. Okay, we take game 1 versus Phoenix. Who does Phoenix have? Jay Udoka. It looks like Elijah Arenas. Okay, they have a really young team here. Is that Keontae George? Interesting team with the Suns here. Okay, we take game 2. This is how we started off the last series, but we still ended up going to 7 with the Thunder, so I'm not going to count us as winners yet. Okay, we're up 3-0. We cannot be that team that chokes a 3-0 lead. Come on, let's close out this series. Maxey with 36 and Sengun with 36. What a duo. What a duo they're forming. Okay, we sweep the Suns. 4-0. We 4-0 the Suns. We're in the Western Conference Finals. Look who again. The Spurs. All right, we cannot lose to the Spurs 3 years in a row. We cannot end the video like this losing to the Spurs. We take game 1 versus the San Antonio Spurs. Scoot Henderson with 31. Maxey with 25. Wembanyama with 21. Okay, they take game 2. I hate the Spurs, man. We take game 3. Dylan Harper with 23. Sengun with 25. Christie with 23. All right, we're in a 2-2 series with the San Antonio Spurs. Come on. We take game 5. Let's go. Let's go. Maxey with 41. Come on, let's take out the Spurs. Can we do it? Can we do it? No, we're going to game 7. We're going to game 7. Why do you got to do this to my heart rate? Why are we going to game 7 with the Spurs? Come on, let's take them out. Let's take them out. Let's take them out. Let's take them out. All right. Come on. We got this. We got this. Game 7 to face the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. No, we lose to the Spurs 3 years in a row. Wemby's overpowered. Wemby is overpowered. Guys, the number 1 seed, we still ended up facing up with Wembanyama and the Spurs. They're just too overpowered. I'm assuming they win. Yeah, if they win another NBA Finals, they're just too overpowered, guys. I just couldn't beat the Spurs. 3 years in a row losing to the Spurs. Wemby is 4 years in a row MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Just an unfair player. He's absurd, guys. That's all I got to say about this rebuild. I'm out, guys. I couldn't do it. I failed, guys. I failed. What if Victor Wembanyama actually did go on a run like that and he won 4 MVPs and 4 Defensive Player of the Years back-to-back? That would be actually absurd. Victor Wembanyama is an unfair player. 2K, make him less OP. I know he's one of the greatest players we've already ever seen. Skill-wise, of course, necessarily accolades yet. But he's an unfair player. I just couldn't beat Wembanyama. But comment down below what you guys thought about this rebuild. And comment down below if I should do anything differently. This is only my second rebuild. I'm very new to these rebuilds. So comment down below if you enjoyed this video. And let me know what I can do to improve. I'm definitely open to some constructive criticism. I'll catch you guys in the next one though. Peace.